Hey guys, I'm MageDok. In this video, I have a hands-on look of the MageDok 17 inches, 120 hertz portable monitor that was sent to me so I can try it out and make a video for you guys. Now keep in mind, I've been using this monitor for more than almost a month already, and in this video I just want to share with you guys my experience so far with this monitor. I am not doing the unboxing here right now, but like you see here on the video, it comes in a brown box, of course, and in the inside you're gonna get the monitor with cables. The cables that you're gonna get is the HDMI cable, which is HDMI to HDMI mini, and you're also gonna get a USB-C cable to USB-C cable that you're gonna use to connect your portable devices, and you also have your USB-C to USB-A cable that you're gonna use for power. And basically that's it. So the monitor that MageDok sent me is the 17-inch monitor, and this is actually on Indiegogo. I don't think it's actually yet on Amazon, but right now it's on Indiegogo, and they're actually selling 3 monitor sizes. One is a 13.3 inches, and that one is actually 2516 by 1440, and it's only a 60 hertz, and it goes for around $169. I think that's the target price they're gonna sell it at. And they have a second one, which is an awesome one that I was hoping I was gonna get, is a 15.6 inches, 1920 by 1080p, but that one runs at 144 hertz, and it goes for $299. I think that's the target price they're gonna try to hit. And the cool thing about that monitor is that that one actually has RGB lighting in the back, because that one is actually meant for gaming. Now this one right here that they sent me is the 17 inches. I think they call it the 17 inches studio because it's actually meant for productivity, and it's 2560 by 1440. Hertz wise is 120, which is not bad. That means that it is still good for gaming, and it goes for $279, or that's the target price that they're gonna try to hit, is $279 for this monitor, which in my opinion is not that bad considering the specs that, you know, 1440, 120 hertz, that's excellent for gaming. So let's go and show you guys here what you see in the back. You got 2 speakers right there, 2 speakers, so it's stereo. Of course, you got the branding here, which is the MageDok, and right here you got the menu button, you got the headphone jack, and you got the power button, which is also going to work as your back button for when you're actually navigating in the menu. On this side you have nothing. On this side right here you have the USB-C, which is for power, and you got the USB-C for your devices that you're going to connect. You could connect your phone, you could connect your laptop. Also here you got HDMI, but this HDMI is actually the HDMI mini, so that's why you're going to need this cable right here that they're going to send you. And basically that's it. Those are all the inputs that you're going to have in this device. Now over here, let's go and open up the monitor so you guys can see. You got 3 grids right here, which you can use it to adjust your monitor angles. You're gonna put it right there, or right there, and right there, and it won't actually slip. And over here, of course, it has some fingerprints there, but it's because at first I thought it was a touch monitor, because the other monitor, I think it's the 15 or the 13 inch monitor, is actually a touchscreen. This one is not a touchscreen, so it's just, you know, 17.3 inches, 1440, 120 hertz, but it's not a touchscreen monitor. So right now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and try to connect this to the computer right now. Okay, so here I connected the monitor to my computer. That way you guys can see a little bit here how it actually looks. Like I said, over here, this right here is going to be for the settings for the menu, but when you press up, you can actually access brightness. See, like you can actually access brightness, and when you go down, you can go ahead and customize the button to give you actually volume. So right now I got volume for down, and to activate brightness, when I first turn it on, I just press up and it activates brightness. By default, I think it actually is contrary to that. I think it's actually contrast and volume, but right now I changed, instead of contrast, I actually changed it to brightness. So far, I've been liking the way this monitor actually looks. Let's go and change the desktop screen right there, or the wallpaper, so you guys can see a little bit better. Looks pretty nice and cool. So far, like I said, I've been testing this monitor for over a month already, or for around a month already, and I've been liking it so far. Now, one thing that I didn't like about this monitor is that if you see my other videos before, I've done video reviews for a lot of monitors that are similar to this, and it has like a case, right, that attaches to your monitor. Now, what I didn't like about this monitor is that right here, like you see on the video, this case actually attaches to the rear of the monitor via 3M stick, and that is something that I never seen any other company do. I don't know why they decided to go that way. I don't know, because you know, I don't know, because now if you stick it on the back and you want to take the, you know, the case off, it's gonna ruin the case, in my opinion, right? Because it's attached to the monitor via 3M. So I don't know why they decided to go ahead that route, but they actually went that route. Now remember, this is on Indiegogo, so they might change the way you attach the case to the monitor. You're just gonna have to ask them those questions, and maybe they'll change it, but that's the way this actually works, and that's something that I found weird that they went that way. Other than that, this monitor has been working pretty damn good. Like you see in the video, I did connect it to the Galaxy S8, and the Samsung DeX actually worked perfectly good. No problems whatsoever. I totally recognized the phone, and I didn't have to use any dock whatsoever to actually use Samsung DeX on this monitor. That's awesome right there. I also played on this monitor using my Nintendo Switch, and of course it's gonna play perfectly good, because remember, this is 1440, 120 hertz, overpower, more than the Nintendo Switch can ever push, and it works just perfectly good. I used the HDMI cable that was included with the monitor, and of course it connects to the micro or to the mini HDMI port here on the monitor, and there was no problem whatsoever. Like you see here, the colors look great. The gameplay plays nice and fluid in this monitor, so you're not gonna have any problems if you're thinking of having a portable monitor for the Nintendo Switch. I also did play video games on the PlayStation 4 Pro connected to this monitor, and remember, the PlayStation 4 Pro can actually do 4K, but it can't do 1440p. So like you see here on the screen, you can see 1080p that was actually recognized here with this monitor, but the other resolutions cannot be recognized because this is not 4K. PlayStation 4 actually doesn't have 1440p, which is kind of sad, but it does 4K. This does not do 4K. Also, the monitor is 120 hertz, so this is more, if I'm not mistaken, more than what the PlayStation 4 Pro can actually push. I guess for next generation, I'm pretty sure that next generation will definitely be using that 120 hertz, if not 144 hertz. I hope so, right? Next generation, I really hope that the new Xbox and the new PlayStation 5, if that's what they call it, I hope they actually push more than 120 hertz. But who knows? When it comes to gaming on this monitor, it's gonna work perfectly good. There's no, there's no console right now that can actually take full advantage of this monitor. But when it comes to productivity, this is where the monitor actually should shine, because that's how they're pushing this 17-inch monitor. So I did connect this to my computer using the USB-C, and I'm not using the power. I'm not using the HDMI. Just via one cable, you can actually get the signal here to your monitor, and it's gonna work perfectly damn good. You can actually use it as a second monitor, like you see here on the video. On one monitor, I was using Adobe Premiere, and the other monitor, I was using the browser. So that's something that if you're looking for a second monitor, this monitor is gonna work perfectly good. One thing that I wanted to show you guys also in this monitor is the settings. So let's go ahead and zoom in here so you guys can see a little bit better. So let's go ahead and show you guys what you can do here when you navigate through the settings of this monitor. So we press the menu button that appears right there, which is the menu of the monitor. So the first panel you're gonna see is the brightness panel. Press the menu button again, and then you can navigate through everything here. You got brightness, black levels, contrast, Eco, which is basically the modes for the screen. For example, you got standard, you got RTS, FPS, you got text, movie, and game standard. So if you're going to be gaming, you want to leave it there in gaming. Right now, we're going to leave this in standard right there. You got DCR, you can turn it on or off. And let's go ahead, the back button again here on the screen. We can navigate to the other panel, which is image. You got aspect ratio, you can control there. And here we got color temperature. So if you wanted to mess with color temperature, you got user there. You got cool, you got warm, or of course you could control these individually. Let's go back again. Over here, the OSD settings, check the languages available. These are all the languages available right there. So if you want to pause the video to see if your language is there. You got OSDH settings, which is basically you can move the menu to the left or to the right. It's going to leave it right there. And same thing over here. You can control there, go up or go down, or go up or go down. You got transparency. You can make this transparent as much as you can. Right now, for the purpose of this video, of course, I'm just going to leave it right there and go back. Over here you got reset. So here, like you see, it actually has HDR. So right now it's off, but you could go ahead and put it auto or HDR 2084, which I don't know what's that, but that's basically forcing the screen at HDR all the time. But you could put it off or auto. Go back again. And you got miscellaneous. You got, this is basically telling you that you're connected via Type-C. You got volume. Go up the volume all the way up if you want. Go back. You got blue light, which is basically to protect your eyes when you're messing on the screen with in the dark. You got FreeSync and you got OD. So that's my hands-on look of the MageDok 17-inch 120 hertz monitor that was sent to me like I said, like almost a month ago. And make sure you actually hit the link in my description. That way you guys can see all three sizes and the specs for all three sizes as well. I would have loved if they would have sent me the 15-inch because that's the gaming monitor and it has RGB lighting. And it looks, for me, it looks a little bit better than this monitor, but it's only 1080p. So you're giving away 1440 resolution for 1080p, but you're getting more hertz. You're getting 144 hertz. It's a little bit more pricier, but I think with the RGB lighting and all that, I think it should look good in person. Response time on this monitor is also really good. It's 5 milliseconds. Same thing goes with the 15-inch, 5 milliseconds. The 13 inches, I think is actually 15 milliseconds, which is still not bad for gaming, but 5 is better than 15.
Devil, don't you know who I am? I'll teach you. For my next trick, I'm gonna beat you to a pulp.
So guys, that's it for this video. I just want to share this video with you guys. Like I said, I'm going to leave links in my descriptions just in case you're interested in, you know, checking these monitors, which I think honestly they're pretty damn cool, especially if you're looking for a second monitor that you could take on the go and put it inside of your backpack. Not bad, not bad at all. So guys, let me know in the comments what you think about these MageDok monitors. Till next time, bye bye.